Hi, let's go for a ride.
So, I want to say things. And looking at this, I have two choices. Doing what I had been doing before Black Bikes, as in screaming into the void, or rather chiseling monologues all by myself, yes, openly and loudly talking to myself. Or doing this new thing that I found, making videos, actually creating something while I chisel monologues openly and loudly talking to myself. And here's the predicament of everybody who ever created anything, or one of the predicaments. So many predicaments. If I have something to say, I want people to hear it. There, I said it.
Oh my God, he's so brave.
I want listeners, readers, watchers, an audience. I like the attention, the exchange, the discourse, and yes, the applause. I'm not gonna humble brag myself into thinking otherwise. Why create if there isn't anyone there to witness? But this brings us onto rather thin ice, on which I proceed to stomp, admire the cracks forming, chasing each other, shooting across the surface and making scary noises.
Because there's tricks to the trade. I can hone my communication with my audience. I can tweak my thumbnail so more people click on it. I can design my message in a way it finds and retains audience. But there's a line which I mustn't cross, and that is, how much designing do I allow? Am I okay with altering what I want to say to attract more people? Will I choose my topics to be and stay relevant? Crossing the line means I am skewing what I want to say towards pleasing the powers that be, so they put me in front of a lot of people. But if I do, doesn't that defeat the point of saying something in the first place?
What is the point of saying something?
And then let's not forget a bunch of catchy tags, and of course one must bow down to the almighty algorithm in its infinite machine-learned wisdom, for it to bestow upon me many, many views and subscribers. In approaching the line, I found myself in a strange place full of contradiction and compromise, and the permanent balance between message and messaging, between meaning and means, between creation and relation, between making videos
where you can streamline the process, and yes, suddenly you find yourself on the corporate bullshit bingo card, hastily crossing off words like reach and audience retention, views and view times and likes and subs, impression click-through rates, tags, search engine optimizations. And in experiencing my channel to actually gain some traction, owing this largely to the formidable Ethan Feinschreiber, together with his mom Mara, online marketer extraordinaire and his channel manager, on one hand, and the no less formidable neighbor and her tireless work in the realm of making me look good, which is, let's face it, a tall order, as well as navigating the line. So in experiencing YouTube success, albeit the small fry that Black Bikes is, I have lost the notion of where that line is, the one I mustn't cross. Suddenly you realize that your thumbnails need to be a little more wacky and have to stand out more, and suddenly you start posing for them, which was something that you swore you would never do when you started the channel. And suddenly you allow for clickbaity titles, although it was something that you swore you would never do when you started the channel.
Fun fact, I thought I was overworked. A black bikes video, as you know them, takes about 4 days to make, give or take, sometimes more, sometimes less. But it's 4 days, at least, and they're not 9 to 5. They're long days. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining. I love doing what I do. I enjoy recording voiceovers. I'm in one of my trained fields when I edit, and so I'm super comfortable doing it. And I simply can't not write. Or at least think the things I think, and then I might as well write them down and put them out somehow. But it's time and energy, and then a ton of other stuff happened that I shan't bore you with. But rest assured, I was a busy bee, and all that buzzing led to a moment in time where saying,
you know what? There's not going to be a video next Tuesday.
Out loud became one of the most liberating things I had felt in a long time. When we love what we do and get sucked into a strict production schedule, albeit self-inflicted, it's easy to lose good judgment about our energies. But post hoc ergo propter hoc, just because thing A happened before thing B doesn't mean B was caused by A. You'll be shocked to learn I found out what really had happened while riding. Neil, the trailmonster, invited me to go riding in Angel Fire Bike Park, a wonderful facility in New Mexico. If you haven't been there, go. It's amazing. Together with Carlos from Two Wheels, the three of us were so stoked to be there. We had a blast. 2 days of nothing but shredding and friends and bicycles, and that's it. On the second day, I decided for some reason, and I still don't know really why, to not bring a camera. I could tell that Neil wasn't a fan. He was like, okay, because we got there to collaborate, to shoot, to create, also to have fun and ride, but for the most part, create. So Neil was like, okay, but, I could tell he's not a fan. I wanted to do it for myself and to be with my friends and not chase the good content. I wanted to just ride. I wanted to have a day for myself and my friends. Of course, I did some of my best riding when I didn't bring a camera. Towards the end of the second day, all of us were already pretty knackered. We've been shredding hard for the last 2 days. So we had about half an hour of lift runtime left when we entered the lift at the bottom station. And we figured if we can squeeze it, we can probably get 2 more runs in. But Neil and Carlos decided, you know what, we want to take it easy, we just want to shake it out, we just want to appreciate where we are, we don't want to shred, we're tired, we just want to take a green trail and take it easy. And I pondered and figured and thought, and then we reached the top with about 15 minutes left until the lift closes, and I was like, I want to see if I can make it down in 15 minutes. I want to get that one more run in. And I took a double black diamond straight shot down. It's called Upper Chillin', I think. It's quite the dash. I didn't choose the double black to make it extra tricky. I chose the double black because it's the straight shot. It's the most direct line back down to the lift. And I made a pact with myself. I was like, I'm gonna bump down as fast as I can. I still want to have fun. And I have to be okay with this being my last run. I have to be okay with not making it. I can't be like rushing down as fast as I can and then miss the lift closure by a minute or 2 and then be bummed. That's not okay, right? I had to bring myself into the mindset of being fast, but at the same time enjoying what I'm doing to the fullest. And so I did. I'm in that trail and it's not an easy trail, and I'm so sorry I don't have footage of this. You just have to take my word for it. It's a gnarly trail and I'm bombing it. I'm sending it hard. A lot of blockades in my head just opened up and I just let go of the brakes and I'm flying down this trail and I'm experiencing the full stoke of what it means to ride a mountain bike. It's so cheesy to talk about being in the zone, but I was in this state of mind where you're just happy. with what you're doing between the bicycle and your body and the trail, and it's everything just works out, everything just clicks into place. Something else. Even thinking back at it makes me kind of goosebumpy and go like, oh my god, that was so cool, and I totally have to go back and film it next time. And then, out of nowhere, I suddenly realized this is what I want to share. The stoke, the joy, the exuberance, the all-encompassing fun that it can be when you're on a mountain bike and everything just clicks. And I started pondering, which is an interesting aspect considering I was sending it hard, about my channel and where I was and why I did the things I did and how I got to the point that I did, and suddenly I had this epiphany. This is what I want to share. The bliss, the stoke, the joy of riding a bicycle, and not to chase after a bigger audience, to ever chase the clicks, the analytical tools, the lines that go up and then they go down and make you feel bad, oh, this is the 10th worst video of all times, oh, this is the best video of all times, whee, and you even get a little fanfare. All of that was not why I'm here. If the bigger audience comes, it'll be fantastic. But just as I had to be okay with this being my last ride that day or even for that whole trip, I have to be okay with every video that I'm making and not gaining subscribers. And I have to be okay with the fact that I may only be talking to a handful of people every time. I can't be chasing the YouTube algorithm anymore. But since pondering deep psychological revelations and the resulting future planning of my channel shouldn't be done while riding hard, I postponed further thoughts to when I'm back on the chairlift and decided to rather focus on the trail. It had finally dawned on me. It wasn't too much. It was the wrong much. I wasn't in control of it anymore. It became this thing. And suddenly there's this Kevin Home Alone thumbnail of me out there, and thanks, I hate it, but I was okay with it at the time.
Every time I scroll through my channel, I'm like, there it is. I'm not going to change it. I want that thorn in my side.
Now, let me pause here to make it abundantly clear that I am absolutely aware of just how lucky I am. I am terribly grateful for all of this. I couldn't have done it without the bundled help and support of, amongst others, the entire Feinschreiber family. And while the neighbor is on a different path now, for which I wish them nothing but the best, I will be forever in their debt. But Black Bikes had to change. And here's why. Because I realized something else on that trip. I recognized that there's people out there who want to hear from me, who care enough to ask how I've been, to check in with me and make sure I'm okay. Gently, but persistently. You know who you are, and I love you one and all. So I had to, or better, wanted to, keep going. But not like this. Not profit-driven by whatever metric. It's not what I set out to do. And make no mistake, this is why we have YouTube. To make Google more money. This is why they give us bandwidth and server space and a graphic user interface and a community. It's why they give us highly professional analytical tools to measure our progress. All this exists to make a profit. And they even have the decency to share some of that profit with us. But here's the thing. Go to any mountain bike channel you follow and have a look at the view counts of their videos of product reviews versus their trail riding videos. Chances are the product videos, the videos about stuff, the gear videos are a magnitude more successful.
And this is not because nobody wants to see trail riding videos and everybody wants to see the review of this latest, greatest new helmet. I would even wager that if you actually ask the audience, they would prefer the trail videos. It's the algorithm placing videos about things, about products, left, right, and center, while pushing the ones that talk about experiences to the back, because those are so much harder to sell. Running servers costs money, so in return, they want to make a profit. It's all about consumerism. It's all about advertising. It's all about buying more stuff.
But that is not why I am here, and I have a feeling it's not why you are here either.
The dirty is styling.
And to an extent, they let us get away with opposing the rat race that is hustling a YouTube channel and allow us to make something meaningful as well.
So this is Black Bikes making a vague promise that things here will regain some sort of form. I won't get back to the new videos every week grind, but I also won't let you guys hanging for months. Again. I'm honestly also not really sure about this video essay kind of thing that this here turned into, ? I really don't know anymore. I've been working on this for way too long, so please do let me know in the comments whether you guys want to see more of this, obviously mixed in with the usual bicycle and riding and deep content. I want my videos to be good instead of on time. And I want to be excited about making them. YouTube won't be my job. I have a job and I'm stupidly in love with it. And turning this here into a Matrix-compatible endeavor almost brought me to the brink of a nervous breakdown, so no thank you.
But I want to make videos with substance. Say things that matter, and if they only matter to me, so be it. Who knows, maybe I get lucky and it means something to you too. I want to be free from having to sell it, and when I say it, I mean myself. I hope you still come along for the ride, so welcome to Black Bikes 2.0, I guess. Let's see where this takes us.
Die Dose schenke ich an und Hüte. Dazu eine Lücke von mein Haar. Die haben 100-mal im Blut satt. Und vielleicht merkt's, dass ich einer von euch war.
Thanks for watching. Pedal hard.